I know what y'all want me to sound like. Yeah. I know what y'all niggas want me to sound like. Yeah, I know. But you know what? I'm going to keep being me. Because if I listen to y'all, I'm going to end up sounding like this.
Of the matter by transmitting the effervescence of the Indonesian proximity in order to further segregate the crux of my venereal infection. Now, if I may retain my liquids here for one moment, I'd like to continue the redundance of my quote-unquote intestinal tract. See, because to preclude on the issue of world domination would only circumvent, circumcise the revelation that reflects the aphrodisiac symptoms which now perpetrates the Jericho's activation. So, do not misinterpret the chauvinistic...
Give to the United Negro Scholarship Fund, because a mind is a terrible thing to develop without help.
Allow me to expose my colon once again. The ramification.
The inconvenient question to ponder. After it all collapses and falls through, that is Capricorn and Aquarius order that you're comfortable in, that you're used to. Who has to show up to give leadership? Who has to show up to give direction? What has to manifest to give leadership and direction? What takes over? It is Scorpio and Sagittarius. That's what takes over. Sagittarius is who we are after it all collapses. Capricorn, the big urban city, and all of its laws, its orders, its assumptions, its agreements within these societies. The skyscrapers in the distance, that is Capricorn. The corporate interest, design, and order that you don't even realize you are protecting and defending when you get insecure and see that the Sagittarius in the next person is showing its fire, is revealing its fire. It makes you insecure, it makes you uncomfortable, it makes you feel like you have to manage that person's spirit and energy in the quiet of the office cubicle. That's who you are. You are the inconvenient Negro in the Underground Railroad who's about to expose all those who are trying to escape because of your insecurities, which is the reason why Harriet Tubman had to walk with a pistol. Understand, you are the problem, if this fits you as a description. What don't we understand about the fact that this is collapsing? The Capricorn order and Aquarius, a new design has to come in. But what still exists, what still remains consistent after its collapse and dismantle? It is Sagittarius. Sagittarius precedes Capricorn and Aquarius. Aquarius is the operating systems within that infrastructure of those skyscrapers. And that's going to be renewed. We have to tap back into who we are through Sagittarius so that we have control of our nervous system, clarity in our being, confidence in our faculties of instincts, conviction in the seat of our truth, to know from the instincts where we must go and how we must do. This Sagittarius Black Moon energy is the very energy that feminism attacked. closed up, silenced, cancel cultured, Me Too down, all the way down the line. There was one mechanism after another to contain this spirit, this energy, and it worked like a well-oiled machine. It's the man who does know how to change the tires. It's the man who does know how to fix the leak in the roof. It's the one who does know what to do when everything collapses. It's the one who does have instincts that's still connected to the earth. It's the one who still is gritty, who still does know how to get dirty, whose testosterone is not dropped. He's loud, he's masculine, he's unwelcome because he's not well trained. He's the divine masculine that is not well trained. Feminism fought very hard, and so did corporate America, fought very hard to transform the divine masculine into a docile, harmless, weak, compliant, agreeable, soft, bitch-made presentation of himself. He lost his threat. He lost his guilt. He is no longer dangerous. And that's a problem. Are you happy now, ladies? You got what you wanted. You got what you fought for. You got what you wished for. You got what you protested for. You got everything that you wanted. Now we have to go through these things to bring the spirit back out because we're going to need it. The very one who was disenfranchised by feminism in corporate America, the very one who was isolated and alienated by feminism in corporate America, the very nature and energy and spirit and instinct that was made forbidden for the boys, for males, for men, the energy that we had to apologize for. We had to become more feminine, more civil, more presentable, politically correct, ethical, corporate compatible. It looked good for the gram. It looked good for the pics. It looked good for the videos. It gave good memories. It gave the good feel. But in reality, the nature of man has a particular aim that is eternal. And when you attempt to recreate who man is, you have a problem. Now you have an imbalance. Through feminism, females recreated themselves into something that they are not. And then they turn to males to try to shame him, insult him, and control him. Threaten him even by the leverage and power with the system to become something that he is not. Sagittarius Black Moon Lilith is that energy that has been expelled out of the nature of man and society. It is the threat to feminism. It is the threat to corporate interests. It is the very spirit that the secret treaty of Verona was out to silence, was out to ban, was out to control. Put the pieces together. We're coming full circle. So all you little prissies out there, you miss I'm too cute to get dirties. Every hair laid down just right. Oh, that's not nice. Don't talk like that. Oh, it's just the delivery. You're going to wish that you could find men this gritty when shit get popping off. You're gonna wish and pray that you could find men who are not so damn proper, who are not so well trained, who are still connected to the testosterone and instincts. You are gonna be praying to God that you could find one of them. Some of you females out there really need to reflect about these things, because the wishes that you send out into the universe is often your own demise, but you never want to admit it. It's to your own hurt and destruction, but you never want to confess it. Be careful what you wish for. Be careful what you create. Be careful of what you nurture. It could be your own demise. How did we get here? To where man with his testosterone is a rare thing. To where man that is dangerous is a rare thing. To where man that is strong, capable, is a rare thing. To where man who is mechanical, useful, is a rare thing. How do we get here? Feminism and corporate interests. It was all designed. How many of you out there have the guts to admit that this is how we got there? How many of you, how truthful are you really to follow back step by step by step, to put the pieces together to understand how we got here and why? America is the place where single women raise the boys. America is the place where you look to see what would be the reality if women were in charge. America is that place. The epitome of that is the Black community, where women are thoroughly in charge. What is the outcome? How do the boys or males turn out in the generation where this has become the case in the past 11 to 14 years? You tell me, what type of males are we raising? You look in young men's face today, you see babies, you see softness, you see pillows. You see effeminate energy. You see confusion in their eyes. They don't know how to use a hammer or a screwdriver. Dirt, the wilderness, the ground, the earth, they're unfamiliar because they didn't grow up playing in it. They didn't grow up climbing trees, digging holes, picking up snakes and frogs. So what instincts are they going to draw off on when all this shit collapses? You tell me. Because the 80s babies was the last batch by the power of feminism. Many of you would love the convenience of erecting a distraction that I should be the point of attention when I raise this subject. That feminism is an issue that requires thorough study and review based on South Node Libra and South Node Virgo. It makes you angry that my evidence and proof through astrology flows so naturally. It disturbs you. You can't stand it. It bothers you down to the depth of your soul. You can't take it. But it's still going to be there when you get done protesting. It's still going to be there when you take your fingers out your ears. It's still going to be there.
Food just when the wild attack. Place lock down when the wild attack. When the bank come when wild attack. Now, you got issues with the industry. What's going down with the industry,
The
dog?
industry is full of a bunch of dick-sucking, dick-riding, bending over the desk ass niggas, straight up like that. Whoever don't like it, bring it, nigga. Bring it. I don't give a fuck. Bring it. Bring it, bitch.
Well, the industry is full of homo hating ass niggas. You know what I mean? It's like they got this new breed of rapper that's paying DJs to play their shit.
Right.
And, you know what I'm saying? They sucking the record label executive dicks, and it's like there's too much of that going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let me be me. Let me be the artist that I am and just play my motherfucking music. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Now they want you all up under this, you know, sitting at the going to dinner with them and shit like that, and you know all that favor for a favor shit. I don't get down like that. Look, I'll give you the music, you give me my money. That's it.
A lot of the love I had for wanting to be a part of the industry is not there anymore. I don't even associate myself with the industry. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an industry artist. I'm an artist in the industry. You know?
And you've always stood alone, and
Yeah.
you know, bloodline.
I don't hang with niggas. You're not gonna see me at every party, every industry party, all the clubs. I go somewhere quiet, man, shoot pool with me and my mans and them. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of shit I do. You know what I'm saying? Fuck my remote control cars, jump on the four-wheelers. You know what I mean? I ain't with all that in the club shit, throwing it up and all that bullshit. I ain't got time for that shit, man. That means then you find yourself doing the same shit every fucking day. What are you, a fucking alcoholic? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Give it a fucking break, man. Live a little. You know what I mean? I play with my kids, man. I play with my toys, I play with my dogs, man. You know what I'm saying? We go somewhere, shoot pool. We do what the fuck we do.
You know, it's the fact that Mars is in Pisces that has a timely measure with Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius, allowing a proper initiation of Venus in Aries, along with the direct motion of Jupiter in Cancer. And the reason I describe it this way is because all of these critical points of the realization of the authentic form or version of the self, it cannot be disrupted by continuing patterns that conflict with the natural state of the self, okay? And so, if Mars was not in Pisces, Mars would continue loops and cycles of past themes that interferes with what Sagittarius Black Moon Lilith is trying to get us to incorporate and accept into the natural expression of the self from the knowing of the body rather than the patterns of the mind. Mercury is retrograde at the same time in order to realize in hindsight of Pisces Neptune and Pisces Saturn transit where there were missed opportunities with seeing things through the programming rather than the nature of the self. Okay? So there's a different outlook, a different meaning, and a different arrival at a different set of values and different realization of value in view. Because of that, the introduction of Venus into Aries through Neptune allows Venus to enter not on her own interests, but allows her to catch the vision and concept of her superior Neptune so that she could submit to a unified astral agreement in her identity. In other words, okay, Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, but it is Venus for the collective rather than for the for the individual. So Venus is catching the ethereal or cosmic vision, collective vision of who we as the collective are aspiring for as individuals in our natural state, so that there could be a collective evolution of our individual and natural forms in compatibility with each other in common interests. Okay, so hopefully I described that right. Now, with that being said, it's important right now that we address a few things. Okay, because what I have been noticing over the years is sometimes when I present myself like the Harriet Tubman who comes along and says there's an underground railroad, you can set yourself free and you can get out of here. it's always some Uncle Ruckus ass niggas in the crowd, okay? And it don't mean you're black, okay? Because Uncle Ruckus come in white, black, Chinese, Hispanic. It come in all races and forms. You Uncle Ruckus motherfuckers, okay? You bootlicking, ooh, I'm a tell massa, you know what I'm saying, slave ass niggas out there who want me to speak in ways or deliver in ways that conforms, that stays within the limitations of agreement, safe speech, safe delivery, so on and so forth. No, see, South Node Virgo energy is on the way out. Understand that. It's had its correction. So essentially what this is you got this nice outfit on. You know what I mean? You European fashion down, walking down the sidewalk with all your Prada and your Louis and all this other stuff, your nice shades and cologne and everything, in a big old 4x4, you know what I'm saying, Chevy truck drive by, diesel truck drive by, and splash in a puddle of mud and get that mud on your outfit. Yeah, that's what that South Node is doing to that narcissism, that arrogance that has been getting in the way, okay? You proper motherfuckers out there. You so fucking proper, dignified, got your nose in the motherfucking air. You're blocking the sunlight. You're blocking the blessings with your proper ass. You proper people out there is the problem. But just like it says in the Holy Quran, they are those who say, we only mean peace. We only bring peace. We only claim peace. The very people who claim to be peacemakers are the problem and have always been the damn problem. We don't need your properness. Your pinky finger in the fucking air, your snobbish nose in the goddamn air, can't relate to the lowest one on. If you can't relate to the lowest one on the ground, we don't need you. We don't need you. This is for the gritty. This is for the gritty. The people who still remember what dirt tastes like. Understand. The people who understand what dirt, who still understand what dirt tastes like. Fuck all y'all proper motherfuckers out there. For real. Fuck all y'all proper motherfuckers out there. Spirituality don't know you. Righteousness don't know you. Goodness don't know you, proper motherfuckers, because you're fake. Understand that.
I mean, that's why you see us in places that you don't normally see. You're like, damn, why you here? Well, I'm here because why are you here, motherfucker? You here playing video games, right then? The fuck? You know what I mean?
These motherfuckers had the nerve to tell me one time, I said, yo, why I can't have two videos playing at the same time? Oh, because we don't want your videos to compete with each other. But then I turn on the motherfucking TV, I ain't gonna say no artist names, but they got 3 videos back to back.
Exactly.
I'm like, you feeding me fucking bullshit, and you sucking these niggas' dicks all crazy, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yo, I had to punch one nigga in his face up there, man. After that, I was like, I'm not going to the office no more.
Is that how it went down?
Yeah. Cause I don't, I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man, and I ain't got time to be playing no kid games, man. So once I see I'm not dealing with a man, and he disrespects me, I'm gonna break his fucking jaw.
Exactly. You keep it mad straight up in there,
Straight up.
Now we get down, nigga. Fuck, man. Niggas know they don't fuck with me. Niggas talk all that shit they want to. I'm good. Nigga ain't even got within 2 feet with a knife, nigga. You can't be serious. Nigga didn't even try to. Fuck out of here, man. Niggas know y'all fucking with. It's bigger than rap, bitch. Bigger than rap, nigga. And you know who the fuck I'm talking to, nigga. You only alive because of me, motherfucker. You only alive because of me, you fucking faggot. Yeah, remember Chicago. That's all I'm gonna say, Lo. Remember Chicago, nigga. You only alive because of me, you fucking bitch. Fuck out of here.
Who are you talking about, dog?
He know what I'm talking about.
Let's go.
What I'm talking about. He knows who the fuck I'm talking about. Chicago. Same flight. You know who the fuck I'm talking about, nigga. You only alive because of me. You seen them 10 trucks parked in front of the motherfucking airport? That wasn't for you, that was for me? You'd have got found in the back of one of them motherfuckers, bitch. I'll let you live. by the grace of God. You know what I mean?
I mean, let's not front. You rolled crew deep. I mean, that's. I mean,
A lot of you all are gonna have to catch up because, you know, some of you are paying attention to the wrong things. What I mean by that is the message in these discourses is not just what I'm saying, it's also how I'm saying. It's how I'm presenting myself. It's how I'm showing up. It's who I'm being. That's part of the message, which is why it's my destiny in the first place. I say that to say this. We have to get out of the matrix of Capricorn. Systems, infrastructure, orders of secret society, agendas, social engineering, all of the conditioning of our mindset. All of these things is what we have to find our way out of, okay? That is the city of tall skyscrapers, all right? Capricorn, that's the city of tall skyscrapers. Aquarius is what takes place within that city, okay? That's Aquarius, that which takes place within it. Our solutions are remedies. It's going to come from Sagittarius, that which was prior to such establishment and order. This exoterically and esoterically. This physically and metaphysically. Understand? Stay with me. Too many of you can't get out that loop because you're so controlled. You're not free. You don't have a free spirit. You was raised to think, or you were conditioned to think, that righteousness means being the good boy or the good girl. But what is good? What is good? Good is just an ideal. There's no such thing as good. It's light and darkness. Why you think when Jesus was asked, well, when they said, good master, and he said, none is good save the Father. There is no good except the eternal reference of cancer. Understand that. That is the good. It's the only good. Too many of you got mask on. You trying to play the role of what you think righteousness might be or what goodness might be. And you really haven't messed up with what spirituality is. It's where you stand between light and dark. It's what you choose to do with light and dark.
Our new house, honey?
Oh, it's so much bigger than that cramped apartment in the city.
Come on, son. Let's get this last box. What the heck is in this thing?
Kidnapped by the Brady Bunch.
Who are you?
He's a bum.
I ain't no bum. I'm an independent contractor who solicits donations and investments in a fresh air environment.
That's what I said, he's a bum. The movers must have picked up his box by mistake.
Hey, mister, this ain't no box. This is my house. And I live here. You have transported it against its will. You'll be hearing from my legal firm of Ernest and Julio Gallo. I smell a lawsuit.
I smell something worse than that.
Oh, that's my new line of toilet water. You know, like Cher has uninhibited, well, mine is called unflush.
It's your alignment with truth itself. And ultimately, it is who you become through love. I say it over and over again, you can't get to the love until you get to the truth. You can't get to the truth until you stop attaching to what is conformity. Understand that. I know the assignment. And I'm demonstrating to you not only in the words that I select in these messages, but in the way that I deliver, I'm demonstrating as well. Which doesn't mean I don't have a lot of cleaning up to do. Don't get me wrong. Because I'm practicing just like y'all practicing. I'm trying to get it right just like y'all trying to get it right. Nonetheless, I know I have surgical accuracy because I understand the assignment. Black Moon Lilith and Sagittarius is guiding us to that. And what is that? Sagittarius is the line of trees, forests, woods on the outskirts of that city, Capricorn, okay? Capricorn's the city. Aquarius is what's going on in the city. And what is Sagittarius? It's what outlines the city of jungles, woods, unexplored territories, trees, bushes. It's where the footprint of the city has not yet reached. That's where the remedy's coming from. Because there's an illness in the city. There's a sickness in the city. And we're meant to heal from it. But the remedy's not going to come from the skyscrapers or the systems within it. It's going to come from you going into the outskirts of that Sagittarius realm and gathering those remedies, bringing them back into the city. Too many of you are not getting it. You're not paying attention.
Well, whatever it is, you're gonna have to leave.
Honey, it is our fault that he's here after all.
That's right.
He is a human being.
That's right.
So?
True.
So let's show him a little charity, huh?
Yeah, show him a little charity.
Okay, he can stay tonight, but he goes back to the city in the morning.
Good man, good man. Hey, I think your wife got a crush on me. Y'all just go ahead and do what y'all normally do. Pretend I'm not even here. Just go and do what y'all would normally do.
Well, actually, we were just about to have dinner. Would you like to break bread with us?
I don't mind if I do. I just broke wind. Oh, y'all sit down and eat, huh? That's the thing. Oh, this is some new stuff here. Hey, look, I want y'all to know I ain't no freeloader. I ain't just gonna eat up your food. I want to contribute something to this meal. Now, I've been using this piece of bologna to plug up the hole in my shoe. But since this is a special occasion, you go ahead and fry that up.
How thoughtful.
Oh, I got some donuts, too.
We're not hungry.
Let's unpack some more.
I got some homework. Dad, can you help me with my math?
I'm very busy, son. Maybe a little later, okay?
Hey, let me handle that. I did all right in the math class. Hey, look here, Junior. Say you got 3 boogers over here. And you got 4.5 boogers over here. Now, I wiped 3 of them off on this plate. What do you got?
5.
No, a bad cold.
What do you know? It's time to go.
There's this attachment with some of you all who made the wrong assumptions about spirituality, like this is a dinner date. And you got to remember which fork is for the soup, which fork is for the steak, which knife do I use? You know what I mean? Sagittarius energy is like, fuck all that. I'll pick the steak up with my finger and I'll bite that motherfucker. But too many of y'all is appalled when somebody do that. When somebody does that, you get appalled You get all bent out of shape. You don't know how to handle it. You falling off the chair. You crying. You can't get yourself together. That's how too many of you uppity motherfuckers is acting when it comes to Sagittarius energy. Understand that, okay? Because that's essentially what I channel off of South Node Sagittarius. And I bring it to the North Node Gemini, where it meets in conjunction of the Sun and Mars. Mars Kazemi, okay? I am Mars Kazemi at Gemini. Controversy. Critical thought. Cross-examination of the subject at hand. Testing of the integrity of information and evidence. Who, what, when, where, why, how. Being the problem. Being the problem, not the good guy. What don't you understand about Mars conjunct the motherfucking Sun? I am the problem. I am not the good guy. I don't claim to be the good guy. I don't want to be a motherfucking good guy. Go find another good guy, nigga. That ain't me. Fuck your good guy shit. I'm the bad guy, nigga. That's who I am. Fuck what you thought. I'm the bad guy. Pleased to meet you. The infamous. What part of that do you niggas not understand? I'm trying to show you how to get there. But your ass cheeks is so squeezed and pressed tight, you can't squeeze a fart out that motherfucker. Your ass cheeks is so fucking tight because you're uppity. You're too uppity. What you think the South Node Virgo is about? Okay? That's the uppity, bougie ass. Okay, if I was to make a symbol, okay, for us to understand South Node Virgo and what's being accomplished through that, okay, follow me. This is the bougie, uppity, okay, lady get out of a big, long, you know what I'm saying, Lincoln, 2026 Lincoln, all right, you know, the driver comes over and opens the door for her. She gets out, you know, with her long Louis Vuitton and, you know, and all, you know, Tom Fords and all these other things, red bottoms, okay? And she's walking around all prissy and, you know, uppity and nose all up in the air. That's that South Node Virgo energy that ascended into South Node Libra expression, okay? So we're cleaning that up. All this uppity shit. All this dignified energy, because what it translates to is narcissism and superficiality that has you disconnected and alienated from the truth. The truth is on the ground. Yeah, it's on ground level. It's with the common people. It's with the real people. Did you conveniently forget that these narcissistic brands of especially females through feminism, okay, they alienated common man, real man, Sagittarius, blue collar man. They alienated him from society altogether. He is disenfranchised from America altogether. They wrote him off. Specifically, the African American female out of her mouth confessed, said, and declared, we don't want no dusty ass 9-to-5 niggas. No, you can't take us to have coffee, Cheesecake Factory. No, we ain't going to damn, what's that other place? Chili's and all, you know what I'm saying? All this other stuff. This came from the mouth of females, okay? And as I've been describing to you, the African American female specifically, she is the leader, the general, the teacher, the demonstrator of how feminism is to be expressed and embodied, okay? So she misled all you, not all of you, but she misled the body, the fraternity of females from the West. She misled them into a burning house.
Lyrically, but I feel him.
You just said lyrically, though.
He's not a great lyricist. I feel him. Yeah. No. He's not a great lyricist.
We're talking about lyrics.
I feel him.
Oh, right.
I feel him.
Right.
Like, if I had to compare them, I'd say like Rick Ross is dope lyrically. You know? If I had to compare the two, I'd say Rick Ross was more like Biggie, Jeezy was more like Pac, because Pac wasn't the best lyricist, but you felt him.
Rick Ross looks more like Biggie.
Rick Ross got lyrics, though.
Well, I guess.
So
You gotta
DMX.
love DMX.
Now for you.
I'm just not impressed, man. Real talk. I'm just not
So
impressed.
who impresses DMX right now? Anybody?
Me.
Okay.
J. Cole is nice.
J. Cole
is nice. You know, lyrically, I heard his first song on the radio before I even knew who it was. Like, damn, who's that?
Mm-hmm.
You mean? Something like just grabbed my attention like that.
I'm surprised you don't like Ross lyrically, man. Ross be
He's
spitting.
alright, man. He just talk about eating and girlfriend too much. How much can it eat? How much weed can you smoke? Huh? Like, all right, let's talk about something else. I know you got a Maybach, you got the Aston Martin. Okay, good for you. Damn, I mean, come on, I see a whole nother side of the coin, son.
What do you think about Lil Wayne?
We got a good relationship.
I see. I think everything you said about Wayne is exactly everything you just said about.
And that fakeness and superficiality is in the blood of especially you females. It's mostly in your females. The uppityness, okay? The arrogance, the superficiality. I ran in this even as a child with astrology, okay? Because you come to astrology, you got these superficial, liberal, nose stuck in the air, you know what I mean? Can't get down on the ground type people that's trying to explain astrology, and guess what? They're never able to make it relatable. They're never able to make it plain. They're never able to channel wisdom through it, or they stay in the head, ethereal, cognitive, with regurgitation, okay, of astrology. It's boring. It doesn't reach the soul. It don't reach the spirit. It doesn't strike transformation. It doesn't cause critical thought that really reaches the soul's journey. It cannot help you in crisis of life. You know what I'm saying? It ain't worth a damn. It's bullshit. It ain't hitting on nothing. You know what I'm saying? That was a turning point where I had to decide for myself. I got to become who I'm looking for when it comes to astrology if I'm going to use this. Because guess what? It's a bunch of dizzy bitches out here who's just treating us like feminist novelties, reciting poetry. It's not real. It don't hit the soul. You can't feel it. You can't taste it. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you go eat, some bland food, and you know what I'm saying? I had to remix that shit into soul food. This is soul food, nigga. I'm doing what we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing what we do. Yeah. This astrology, yeah, this is soul food. I was given the scraps. I was given the parts that didn't nobody want. I had to deal with the parts that nobody wanted to fuck with, nobody wanted to deal with. But guess what? Now y'all niggas smell that shit coming out the kitchen with this motherfucker, nigga. Yeah. That's what niggas do. You heard? I'm putting the brand on that. That's what niggas do. We cook that shit up. Yeah, American made, nigga. What's up? American made, nigga. What's up? Y'all know what the fuck going on, man. Trying to play me out there, B. Sagittarius is about getting real. Getting out of the city where you putting on a corporate act. You know what I'm saying? Everything became corporate. Love life became corporate. Dating became corporate. Spirituality became corporate. When you listen to people talk about spirituality, you listen to people talking about astrology, whatever else, they talk like they're giving a, you know what I'm saying, like a presentation on some fucking job or some shit. You know what I'm saying? PowerPoints and shit. The fuck, nigga? Where the spirit at? You know what I mean? Where the spirit at? Where's the conviction? Let me feel something. I need to feel that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm Black American. I got to put bass in my music. You know what I'm saying? I got to put bass in my music. I got to feel it. I got to turn that shit all the way up to the max when I listen to my music. And that's what you hearing right here. The authenticity of me, the Black American man, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? How the fuck is you surprised? How is you surprised, nigga? Can you show up real and authentic? No, but I can. You know what I'm saying? I like my music up loud. So when I do astrology, I turn that motherfucker up loud. Fuck is you talking about? This authenticity, nigga. You know what? DMX had the same issue, and I'm gonna bring his name for a reason because we talk about Sagittarius, Black Moon, Lilith. All right, check it out. DMX is a Sagittarius. Jay-Z was jealous of him. Jay-Z was very insecure around DMX. Pause. Understand that, okay? He was very insecure around DMX. Why? Because DMX epitomized truth. Okay? DMX was coming from Sagittarius fire. Okay? Jay-Z is also a Sagittarius, but guess what? He was presenting Capricorn energy, not Sagittarius. Understand that, okay? Jay-Z was presenting Capricorn expression. All right? His talking points was Capricorn. His delivery was Capricorn. His cadence was Capricorn. His talking points in his music, his stories was Capricorn. Okay? Sagittarius permeated DMX. And that became a mirror to Jay-Z. All right? Everywhere that DMX went, he made people nervous. Why is that? It's because he represented the raw carnal truth that other people are afraid to face within themselves. He was too close to the ground. He was too close to the wilderness. Understand that. He smelled like pine trees and testosterone. And people can't handle that when you come around and smelling like pine trees and testosterone, smoking cigars and cussing. Understand that. People can't handle that because it exposes their fraudulent act. The fact that they got to have a proper fork for every meal that they got on the table. They got to have a proper fork and a proper knife sitting up straight with a napkin under their neck and a napkin on their lap to enjoy their meal. Why? Because they're too concerned about what somebody's going to say. They're too concerned about being seen a certain way. You know what I mean? You're trying to play the role of being dignitaries. All that uppity bullshit. That's why DMX wasn't liked by so many people in the industry. He was loved by everyone, but he wasn't accepted in the industry. Understand that. And there's a reason. That Sagittarius energy, it's like a wild animal that just rushed out the woods. You know what I'm saying? You walking along the unexplored territories on the outskirts of the city, which is Sagittarius, okay? You imagine a city. In every city, at some point, you're going to see trees that starts the line of wilderness on back, okay? That's Sagittarius, the unexplored territory, okay? The nature itself, that's the wilderness, that's Sagittarius, okay? So DMX represents the embodiment of that expression, the wilderness or the centaur of the self, okay? He shows up that way. Now, when somebody comes from that type of energy, you cannot control that person. That is the part that makes people nervous, is the fact that you cannot anticipate control or management over their energy, their spirit, their nature, or their delivery and expression. And what happens if you can't control it? You also, likewise, cannot control whether or not they will expose you at any given time. That's what makes people nervous. And the moment they start hearing clues of an exposure coming in, what do? They want to dart in and try to contain that Sagittarius person or expression. How do they try to contain it? It's always going to be shame. They're going to present some type of clause that presents a moral crisis to the person and how they're expressing or delivering their identity, or rather not they should change it based on anticipation of shame, scrutiny, or criticism. But what happens if that person don't give a fuck about shame, scrutiny, or criticism? You see what I'm saying? So now you come back to the same anxiety of, I'm not able to contain or manage this person's expression. You see? So that is the basis of why Black Moon Lilith has to be there at Sagittarius expression in order to get it out. Okay? Because otherwise it will keep resorting back to the same thing. I'm not going to I'm going to suppress it because I don't want it to be criticized. And that's part of the problem. That's why we're not able to reach remedies. That's why we're not able to get at remedies. We have to get at remedies to the problems that we have within the social constructs, to the problems that we have within societal agreements and social norms. These societal agreements and social norms of Capricorn Pluto transit, it is an incorporated mindset that has reached every aspect and category of our life, and it has brought it to utter ruin because it has disconnected it from the matriarchal life force of Cancer. It has not polarized it, but separated it and cut it off from its polarized balance in expression. This is the crisis with it. So to get back to starting point where we can regenerate an appropriate expression at Capricorn, you have to get that from Sagittarius. Understand that. So I'm comfortable in my Sagittarius energy. So I'm trying to show y'all how to be comfortable in your Sagittarius energy. But guess what? I make you nervous instead. I make you scared. I make you question yourself. I make you doubt yourself. I make you feel like you have to find a way to try to contain me, silence me, present some type of shame or guilt or whatever else to get me to change the way that I deliver or show up. But guess what? God sent me to be just the fuck the way I am, with a cigar in my mouth and cussing like a motherfucking sailor. But guess what? That still too is righteousness. Why? Because it's authentic. It's authentic. How about your righteousness? Is it authentic? You ask yourself. You ask yourself. See, that's what I loved about DMX. Because regardless of how many faults that he himself confessed, that he himself admitted, that he himself accepted about himself, even as he, made effort and tried to become a better person, he still accepted who he was as he learned how to heal it. He still presented himself as he was without hiding things or hiding who he was or hiding, where he was coming from. He was able to deliver sincerely. He was able to show up and express sincerely. His relation of God was authentic and unique. It wasn't rehearsed like a token Capricorn church person. And even as I say Capricorn church person, notice going to church, you wear a suit. Capricorn, thank you very much. Okay, so he was not about the conformity. As he was is how he showed up and presented himself, which is righteousness. His prayers, in my opinion, was far more sincere and authentic than any preacher that you could put that you can name right now. In my personal view and opinion, I would much rather pray and listen to and follow along the prayer of DMX than any preacher in the church. For that reason, because I feel he's far more authentic. He's far more sincere. Cuss words and everything. This is what people are getting away from. This is what too many of y'all niggas is getting away from. This is the problem with how spirituality and so-called righteousness is being presented. Why you think Jesus went into the synagogues flipping over tables and cussing niggas out, calling them a den of vipers and thieves? Yeah, because they was doing the same thing. They became corporate with Judaic law. They assigned status to themselves. They assigned hierarchy to themselves. They became dignitaries. They distanced themselves from cancer, which is sentiment and advocacy of the people, feeling and relating to the people's pains and sufferings. That's the damn problem. Sagittarius is still foots on the ground, boots on the ground. Sagittarius is still low to the earth. Sagittarius is relatable. It is the centaur. I can relate to the lowest of you and the highest of you in the embodiment of one. Yes, that's me in full presentation. Fuck is you talking about? That's what my content is about. It is centaur content. Understand that. It goes low and it goes high at the same damn time. And some of you got a problem with that because you're not real with yourself. But you want it to be a sign that maybe it's me that's the problem. Nope, I'm the bad guy. I already admit that. So what else you got? What else do you got? And I'm saying this so you can finally get over that struggle with yourself. So you can stop struggling with yourself and fighting yourself and become receptive and actually hear the message and retain the message and apply it in your life, because then you'll see some miracles will start happening. But no, you can't get to that because you're so worried about trying to contain and control the speaker. You got a problem with how it's delivered or how it's said to you.
Get up and try again. I mean, that's all we can do. We make the moves that break the rules. A fool and his money are soon parted, so we take from fools. If and when you ever fall down, get back up. Drop something, stop fronting, pick that shit back up. Stand for something or fall for everything.
Wait for the right pitch or miss with every swing. In the absence of the truth, bullshit prevails. So what they did, fucked around and threw truth in jail. The objective is to keep you blind. So along with the handcuffs on your arms, they got shackles on your mind. Seek and you shall find, accepting failure is the only crime. Fall down 8 times, get up 9, nigga.
My nigga. The dog! I told you.
All right,
Honesty,
guys.
honesty.
We're gonna end it on that.
This what's wrong with niggas, man. This is why we can't get to the real. Astrology has a bad reputation in the mainstream world because too many fake motherfuckers is presenting it. That's why nobody believes it. That's why too many people take astrology for a joke. That's why they laugh at astrology. That's why they look at astrology and, you know, and think you're weird or you're effeminate or you know, you're some dizzy, liberal-minded, you know what I'm saying, female or whatever else if you're into astrology. Why? Because those are dumbasses that have been representing astrology. Let's just keep it a buck. Those are the dizzy-ass bitches that's been representing astrology. Dizzy bitches. Happy-ass, surface, feeble-minded motherfuckers representing astrology. Oh yeah, I got my Mars in the first house and my Saturn is in. It means just letting go of all the negative things and letting go of whatever doesn't serve you anymore. That same regurgitation. Niggas can't think of another thing to say to save their goddamn life. Oh, just shedding away everything that doesn't serve me anymore. Can you think of something else, bitch? Can you think of anything else to say? Besides letting go of what no longer serves you. Can you think of anything else brilliant to fucking say? God damn. Astrology has been terribly misrepresented because it ain't got no realness. It don't got enough real people standing behind it. That's the problem. And when y'all niggas out there hear somebody real come along with it, you want to try to change it, adjust it, or get the person to conform or complain or whatever else because they're not doing what you used to. Can the same mind that got your life fucked up fix your life? Nope, it can't. Riddle me that. Turn that in for a science project. Fuck is you talking about? Sagittarius Black Moon Lilith is calling you to get real, to come out the corporate suit, to get out of the corporate idealism, to get out of the corporate agreements, to get out of the corporate presentation of the self. What are we not understanding yet about corporation, incorporation, or corporation of the entire world and status of every person, individual, and especially quote unquote person? See Black's Law Dictionary for person. Good God Almighty, I'm trying to help y'all. Yo, I'm giving you all the clues. Write the shit down and test me, nigga. I'm giving you all the clues. The 14th Amendment person. The all caps person. The unum sanctum assumption person. Fictitious character person. The person who made the South Node Virgo narcissist. The same dizzy bitch running around here with all kind of high expectations, but she ain't shit. Oh, he gotta have this and he gotta have that. It's some broad out here talking about 50. Yeah, he better have $50,000 a month if he gonna see me. These bitches is dizzy behind that South Node Virgo energy. And you know what? For somebody like me to come along and say something like that, guess what? 99% of you females gonna clutch your pearls. You're gonna get offended. You're gonna feel sour inside. Why? Because that is your aspiration with your dizzy ass. It's your aspiration. You don't want somebody to come and speak against your aspiration, your idols, that which you are striving for, that which you are secretly harboring as your goals in life. So if somebody comes along and challenges that, it makes you feel insecure. So you feel like you have to withdraw, retract, or find a way to defend yourself against the feeling that you have inside of yourself, which is nothing but truth, going to war with the falsehood. But you can't sit with that. You can't come to that conclusion because you're so full of your damn self. There's not a person alive who doesn't realize that feminism is our past life problem, that white supremacy is our past life problem, and both of them have collapsed. But just because they have collapsed doesn't mean it has collapsed as a pattern of thought or assumption of identity for you out there who are unaware that that is the case. You still have to remove or dismantle it within the conscious of the self deliberately and intentionally. And it starts with awareness of it. Because I'm bringing awareness to it, it makes too many of y'all uncomfortable. South Node Libra, feminism fell. Capricorn Pluto transit, the Rothschild Rockefeller ideal, it fell. What you are looking at now is the illusion of the aftermath of those offenders of society, because all of those energies went against the great matriarchal source, our mother, Yemeya Cancer. Thank you very much. And I'm standing in representation of Yemeya on everything that I'm saying right now. Real divine feminine. Truly explained and expressed divine feminine matriarchal. And guess what? Too many of y'all females could never explain it. That's the part that tripped me out. It's mostly females that get upset and offended about it, but guess what? Can't none of y'all females seem to explain none of that shit. You don't know it. You don't understand it. You can't explain it. You can't decode the mystery. You can't unpack it. You can't unravel it. You can't make it plain. Because you have too much interest in all of these things. You have too much benefit that you're anticipating in these illusions and social constructs. That's why you can't do it. I don't. So it flows freely through me. And that makes you uncomfortable. Y'all gonna stop this bullshit. Y'all gonna stop this bullshit. I volunteer to be the bad guy. So now that we got that over, now what you got? Now that we all have come to agreement that I'm the bad guy, now what do you got? Now that we all come to agreement, I'm the misogynist. I'm hurt. Something wrong with me. I hate women. Yeah. Okay, now what you got? Okay? Now what you got? What are your solutions besides poetry, fancy sayings, regurgitated bullshit that ain't nobody gonna apply? Delusional concepts that find circles in journals and shit, but never finds its way into reality. Just as the fuck I thought. Ain't shit nobody can motherfucking say. When a real one comes around, fake ones get nervous. When a real one shows up, people on fraud, they get nervous. I understand this astrology. I understand what time it is. I understand what the assignment is. And guess what? I'm doing my portion. And I'm demonstrating to you how you could do it too. I'm standing outside the city, nigga, not in the city. I'm standing in Sagittarius in the woods, in the motherfucking jungles and shit. Coyotes and wolves and shit running around this motherfucker. Yeah, Sagittarius. And it makes you nervous. That's what Black Lilith is calling us to do. But you too scared to do it. You too pussyfied to do it. It's just like the Underground Railroad. Why you think Harriet Tubman had to have a pistol? Because of motherfuckers like some of y'all out there who too scared. Because when somebody want to free themselves and run away from the plantation, it's scared motherfuckers just like some of y'all out there who, ooh, Master gonna get you. Ooh, how you gonna run away from good old Master? Oh, good old Master been good to you. You just gonna run away like that and run on off to the north? No, I'ma tell Master. No, you can't run away like that. Yeah, that's the reason why. I got an Underground Railroad, nigga, and I'm running an operation on this motherfucker in the Underground Railroad. And some of y'all scared motherfuckers is sitting back wanting to tell Massa. You want to let Massa know. You don't want niggas to run away and be free. You don't want nobody to make it past the Virginia line. You don't want nobody to make it in New York. You don't want nobody to make it to Philadelphia, ring that motherfucking bell. You don't want that. Because you yourself ain't free, so you don't want other niggas to be free. Some of y'all act just like slave ass niggas. Ain't that some shit? And what seems to amaze me, it ain't just black folk. People of all races acting like some damn nigga slaves. I'm just another Harriet Tubman sitting here with a snub nose, ready for a nigga to try to expose me to massa. Ooh, massa, be good to you. I don't know why you want to act like that. I don't know why you want to behave like that. Ooh, you need to behave. You need to be a good boy. You need to be a good boy for massa. You need to follow all the rules and you need to do everything right. You need to be upright and yeah, I don't know why you talk like that. Ooh, I don't know why you living like that. Shut your slave nigga ass up. Oh, Uncle Ruckus ass. Some of y'all some Uncle Ruckus ass motherfuckers out there. For real, for real. Fuck out of here.